Hey, it's Lee with Simply Smarter Income, helping you to start, build, and grow a successful online business. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about 9 tips that are going to be crucial when starting an internet business. So these tips are going to be largely coming from my experience running an e-commerce subscription box company. So I know a little tiny bit about what I'm going to be telling you right now. But by the end of this video, you'll be empowered to take the next step in starting your online business or taking your existing business to the next level as well. And so if you're into leveling up, then watch this video until the very end to get all of the info that you're going to need. If you're new here, my name is Lee and I've been making money online since about 2014. And so this includes running a YouTube channel with nearly 30,000 subscribers. I've also owned and operated an e-commerce business as well. And I currently run 2 niche websites and 1 blog. So this channel is all about really helping you to make money online with a successful online business. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be alerted every time I upload a video. With that being said, let's get into those 9 tips that are going to help you start an online business. Now, the first tip that I have for you guys is to brainstorm about your business. Now, I know that might seem a little weird to be on this list, right? But I think brainstorming is a really big piece of having a business in general and also having an online business as well. So being able to brainstorm, I think is going to be really crucial. It's something that you need to do at the very start of your journey. And I also think that it's something you should be doing throughout your journey, having that online business as well. So for instance, brainstorming is going to be really powerful in helping you to come up with different ideas, to solve different problems out there. And it's also going to be beneficial for you to, as well, to think about where you want your business to go, what ideas that you want to cover, what are some new things that you might want to bring to your business as well. Did you see someone do something similar in a way, but you want to do a little twist on it and make it better? You need to brainstorm and take that time to really think about those ideas and where you want your business to go. And again, doing this throughout your business journey is going to be really powerful as well, because there are going to be ups and downs, and there are going to be times where something you're going to try is not going to work as well as you thought. And you're going to need to be able to brainstorm some new ideas as to how that's going to work. Now, if you're like me, I like to brainstorm when I go for a walk, or if I'm at the gym, or if I'm going for a run, or, even just going for a drive or something like that. I mean, that's really been helpful for me to brainstorm. So you need to figure out what works best for you, and your brainstorming session can just be your thoughts. You can get a notepad and write ideas down, but just take advantage of brainstorming about your business, and I think it's going to be really beneficial for you. So tip number 2 is going to be to do your research. Now, whenever you are going to be starting a business in general, but also again, an online business, doing your research is going to be extremely important. Now, why is that? Well, you need to really investigate what's out there, right? You need to figure out what idea that you have. You need to research to see if there are any companies out there that are doing the same exact thing. Figure out if there are companies that are doing the same thing. What can you do better? How are they targeting their customers? Who are these customers that they're actually targeting? Who do you want to target for your business as well? There's a lot of things to consider, a lot of things to think about, but you're going to really have to do your research as well. When it comes down to figuring out, where you're going to host your website, if you're going to have a website, how are you going to sell to your customers? Is it going to be on Instagram? Like, what is it you're going to be doing? But researching is going to be very important. It's something that you have to do at the very beginning, but also, again, something that you're going to need to do throughout your journey as well, is to continue to do your research and also make sure that your competitors are not on your heels or passing you by as well. But doing your research is going to help you to stay on the cutting edge of things and hopefully stay ahead of everyone and be as successful as you can. So tip number 3 is going to be to write down your SMART goals. Now, if you don't know what SMART goals are, SMART goals stand for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. So if you just take those ideas in terms of different goals that you have for your company or for your business, you definitely want to run it through this gambit here, the SMART goal, and it's going to help you be very specific about those goals. There's going to be, again, a time limit, a time frame. It's also going to be something that's going to make sure that you're actually being realistic about the goal as well. And it's going to basically help you stay on track and have a really solid goal set in place, instead of just something that's arbitrary, like I'm going to have 100 posts on my website. Like, that's not really a great goal because there's no time period. It's not specific enough. And it's also not measurable as well because there's no time because there's no time frame as well. So I think you should definitely make sure you take your time to make sure that those goals that you come up with, follow that format. I think you're going to find it's going to be really helpful for you in achieving those goals and checking those off your list, and also honing in on what specific goals that you need to go after and that are going to make sense for your business. So tip number 4 is going to be to put together a business plan. So the reason why I have put together a business plan on here is because I think it's going to be really important for you to actually have a business plan. There's a lot of different reasons why you should have a business plan, but let me just tell you about the purpose of that business plan in general. Number 1, it's going to help you to figure out an effective growth strategy for your online business. Number 2 is going to help you to figure out your future financial needs for your business as well, and kind of what direction your business is going to go, how it's going to grow as well. And then number 3, having a really strong business plan is going to be really helpful if you need any capital from lenders or business partners or anything like that. Having a really solid business plan is going to be crucial in that, because they're definitely going to want to take a look and they're going to want to know what can they get out of it, and are you going to be able to pay them back. So those are some of the reasons, but beyond that also, it's going to be something that's going to give you a lot of structure for your online business as well. Again, it's going to be something that you can look at and you can tweak based on how things are going, but it's going to be sort of a framework for you to actually follow as you grow your business. And so, you know what they say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So keep that in mind when it comes down to your online business. So tip number 5 is to keep a prioritized to-do list. Now, when it comes down to to-do list, I mean, I think we all have to-do lists, right? But it's going to be really important when you're running your online business to actually keep that prioritized list. So you should have high, medium, and low priority tasks on your to-do list. And one of the reasons why I say that this is really important is because as you move and as you grow and as things sort of change and shift with your online business, what you're going to find is that there are going to be so many different things and so many little tasks that are going to kind of build up for you to do, but you're going to have to figure out what you need to do first, what's most important, what's going to have the biggest impact on your business, what isn't going to have any impact at all. And I think by prioritizing that within your list, it's going to be a great way for you to stay on target and stay on track and really figure out what needs to be done, when, why, and by whom. And so keep those things in mind, not just to have that to-do list because it's easy to do that, but to have that prioritized list. So keep that in mind. I think this is a really powerful tip because it's something that it makes a huge difference. Tip number 6 is to work during the best time for you. And so what I mean by that is, for instance, I feel like I do my best work in the evenings or the afternoons, maybe at night. And that's kind of where I'm the clearest and where I get the most done. And so maybe for you, that might be something that works well for you, or maybe you're somebody who gets up at 5 a.m. I don't know. But what I'm saying is when it comes down to having an online business, don't feel like you have to work between the hours of 8 and 5 every single day. Really focus on you and what works best for you and getting things done that you need to get done. And also having online businesses, it's an online business. You can do it anywhere, which means that you should be able to do it anytime you want to as well. So just keep that in mind and don't feel like you have to be forced to work within a certain set of hours if you don't need to, because again, it's an online business. This is going to be even more important if this is something that goes full time for you. If you're already working a full-time job and all you have is evenings anyway, well, you don't have to worry about this step, but I think it's really important to do your best work when you're the sharpest and where you feel the best. Tip number 7 is going to be to determine your motivation. Now, the reason why this is on the list is because you need to determine your motivation. Figure out what it is that's actually driving you and pushing you forward for this online business. So one of the things I hear a lot, of course, is that people are really focused on the money aspect of things. And I'm not going to be the one to tell you that you shouldn't focus on money, because I love money and that's what I focus on too. In a lot of different aspects of my life. But what I'm saying is that you need to figure out what else motivates you beyond that as well, because when an online business, things change very quickly. There can be a Google update and that can tank your website, or there might be something new that you need to do on your site. Maybe you have an app that breaks your site. I don't know. There's so many different things that can happen and that can really sort of beat you up over time. And so you need to figure out what motivates you. Why are you doing this? Are you passionate about what you're talking about or what you're doing? Is it something you want to pass on to your kids one day? Like, are you doing this for your kids? Like, why are you doing this? What is your motivation? So figure that out. And I think that's something that will really help you during those tough times, because if you only focus on money, what's going to happen is that once you get an idea or you see something else that might also make you money, you're going to sort of lose focus there, and you're not going to be focused on your business, which is not going to help you long term. So keep that in mind. Tip number 8 is to be patient with yourself. So like I just mentioned, there's a lot of up and downs, with an online business. I mean, things can change really quickly and things don't always go the way that you want. You can have this really exciting partnership that's coming up and it falls through, or your equipment breaks, or your website's down, or there's so many different things that can happen. But you just have to be patient with yourself. And I think that's a really important piece, because again, you can get yourself beat up along the way, but you need to be patient and know that these things are going to take time. So maybe you thought you'd be at 100,000 visitors every single month on your site by now, but you don't have that. Maybe you only have 10,000, but you need to be patient and figure out what it is that you can focus on now to get you to that goal, so that once you get there, you're going to feel even better about yourself and you're going to be even more motivated and you're going to crush it even more. Tip number 9 is going to be something that I think is really important as well. And the tip is to learn every day, and maybe not literally every day, but make sure you're doing that continuous learning, right? Because one of the things that can happen is if we are, again, running our online business, we're getting really caught up in every single day and what we're doing, but it's easy to sort of, I guess, fall behind the 8 ball, right? In terms of what's new, what's out there that it can work better than what you're doing. What are your competitors doing different? Are they crushing you right now because they're doing something different? Like being able to be adaptable and learning what else is out there is going to be something that's going to really help you. And also maybe there's something that you can discover or learn about that's going to help you get an edge on your competitors as well, or help you grow your business even faster, or make a bigger impact, or make more money, or get more clicks, or get more whatever it might be that you want to get more of. So continuous learning is going to be really important. So I wanted to make sure that you were aware of that, and that's why I put that on this list. Now, hopefully these tips helps you figure out what you need to focus on when it comes down to starting an internet business. Also, if you have any other ideas, make sure you leave those in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that like button for me. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do that. And I'll see you guys in the next one.